Alrighty, welcome back. Thanks for joining. Let's go ahead and see which zodiac sign we're reading for next. Aquarius. All right, Aquarius. People and placements. Things could be straightening out in your life, getting better. Maybe the tides, the seas have settled, or maybe stillness. Tell me more, Aquarius. People and placements. There was something that was confusing your sense of self-worth in the past. This could have been something that took you away from yourself. Could have been just like a connection that you weren't really compatible with. You could have gotten dreams about this or warnings about it. I feel like you're very much in the present or in the present moment. You could be a feminine here, or you could be thinking about a feminine. Yeah, there could be something about like seeing how sex or your connections or your passions have kind of maybe come from like a clingy kind of south node karmic place, and you're coming out of any kind of repression or something. Like maybe there was some kind of stallmate energy here that you felt, or that could have been relevant here. There was some kind of confusion about was this what your wish fulfillment or was it not? So yeah, there is something here about coming out of repression, out of regret, into more creation, self-love, and intentions, realizing it's all part of the creative process. So Aquarius, messages for Aquarius of advice from the highest teams of love and light. Aquarius, people and placements. It's time you step out of your comfort zone and take up space and reach up new heights. So that's interesting. Yeah, there's something maybe you're keeping private at this time, or there was something about lies in the past. Sorry, you could be changing your perspective. You could be a Queen of Cups or have like water sign placements if you're a feminine in your chart. There's something that just wasn't healing in the past, it looks like. This could have been with a feminine or somebody with Libra placements, or yeah, a lot of Libra here. So you're seeing something clearly about a connection, even if there is no Libra involved. This is about your relationships, and also Knight of Pentacles on the top. This could be about long-term strategies, goals, desires, coming to fruition. And there's something about healing. You could be reflecting a lot on yourself, or you have, and this is helping you to free yourself or something like that. Coming out of any kind of pain. So interesting energy, Aquarius. The highest teams of light. Snowdrops. When all seems to stem from the unknown, hold firm in knowing that all will be as it should. So I feel like things are settling for you in some way. This could be in your finances. 12 could be relevant. You could be seeing 12. You could be spending more time at home. We're in that waning moon phase. Snowdrops, which are dainty, delicate white flowers, are determined to spread hope, bursting through the cold, frozen earth. Their arrival lets us know spring isn't very far behind. You were guided to this card because Spirit wants you to stay the course. Spirit knows you have faced overwhelming challenges and that you've asked yourself whether now is the time to wave the white flag. The answer is no. Your dedication and consistent effort generates results much sooner than you may think. So maybe you've been struggling to maybe this is a good time to apply. Maybe there wasn't, like maybe it wasn't a good timing to apply effort anymore, but maybe there now is kind of it's time to pick up the gauntlet a bit. This could be with transits, especially since tonight we're finally moving away from Moon conjunct Chiron, which probably wouldn't have been the best time to like apply pressure just because it's such a touchy placement. Whereas now in the evening, if there was something that you maybe wanted to do, it might be better right now, right? I don't know. But anyways, depends especially on your house placements and everything. The moon is entering Taurus this evening, so yeah, and there is that new moon now, like that we're working our way towards after the full moon that happened yesterday. Your success won't be immediate, arrive with big flashing lights, but it will be stable and it will support you for many years to come. If you're wondering whether or not an idea, project, or connection will be a success, pulling this card is a sign that not only will you experience success, but that commitment to this path becomes more than you can possibly imagine. Wow, will be more. So there could be even like things that are even bigger than you might imagine that might come from this. So you could have like a lot of, it might even be like daunting, honestly. Like it's kind of giving like, yeah, it's giving like daunting a little bit. So you could be going bigger than you've ever gone, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Like you're going big. Like I'm seeing, I mean, I think there's controversy with that guy, Timothy Chalamet, but I'm seeing his Chanel Blue commercial. So there could be like people wanting you to go out and about, interviews, you know, it's picking up the pace. You were definitely dealing with someone two-faced in the past. Maybe you have Virgo placements, or you're dealing with a Virgo, or this could be something about work, career, job. These could have been people that looked calm in your face, but really behind your back were really ruthless, cunning. Could be Scorpio, Taurus. Looks like somebody left your life though, because it was the wrong path. You weren't climbing towards success. These could have been friends, quote unquote. It wasn't working. But things will not always be this way. I see you changing your perspective. You are elevating your standards as well. Something about Chinese. or like oriental vases or vases, or I think I mentioned vases in another reading. So yeah, so I see you applying or being guided towards changes in your finance, new creative ideas, ventures, and a fresh start. This could be in your connections, but you need to stay balanced, or they want you to like not go off balance. Like maybe there's an entity or an energy around you that wants you off balance. There's a need to be careful handling with the grasshopper. Careful, have balance, careful handling. So maybe being careful at this time could be really important. Distant friend could be like thinking about you or projecting something. I don't know. We'll have to see what else comes out. But they want you to stay focused or grounded. Yeah, this could have been in December or something to do with December in the past, or I don't want to say Cancer, maybe Cancer energy. You're coming out of some kind of like karma or karmic lessons. I see you making strides ahead, actually. You're being very, like, maybe even, there's a lot of gumption or something about your gumption, like throwing yourself forward could be helpful. Sorry. That's right, Aquarius. Okay. So. So it looks like they wanted you to uninvest from something, divest. Let's see what we get from the juicy messages for Aquarius. Somebody could be serious about you or wants to proclaim that. I heard not don't back down or something. I don't know what that's about, or something about backing down, or I don't know. Aquarius. Maybe somebody has been very fixed or rigid, stubborn, immoving. Aquarius, people in placements. Maybe you feel like you were being stuck, or like you were in place for like quite a while or something like that, like stagnant energy. And they do say that that stagnant water is what's really deadly, right? So you got to keep the water flowing and moving. This could be your emotions as well. Other women intimidated by you. So these could be people that are leaving your life. It says, don't let others stop you. So again, in past position, always give a fuck about yourself to set. Always give a fuck enough about yourself to set boundaries. It says, don't be distracted by overwhelming emotions. So maybe somebody has like emotions about you that you're like picking up, especially if you have like Neptune aspects with this person, or you're extremely sensitive. Secret agent for the divine. So you could be very much this, realizing it's not worth it. And we have, they know what they're doing in regards to your personality and what you put up with. So they are studying you, right? So trying to lure you out to harm you. Yikes. And then we have what you create is unlimited. So continue to focus and manifest, and stay attuned and aligned with those frequencies that help you. Let's get you one of these. Aquarius, people in placements, what's your advice or actions from the highest teams of love and light? So we have sheep and blackberry, devotion, love that. Healing, the deer and the oat. And we have the peach, the romance, but it's in the reverse. So I'm going to go ahead and read the oat to start us out. The deer and the oat. That's cute. Oats are probably really good, like for your skin, I think. I like oats, like kind of, I don't like them too cooked. I'll just like, I like them cold too, like literally uncooked with water and some honey. I'm like, but anyways, maybe that's something. So let's just see the deer and the oats. Give me a moment. Something about a goat or Capricorn energy. Okay, something could be very close to you, but you might not see this. 9:09 on the clock as I say that. So this could be something about, yeah, this could be about Sagittarius energy, travel, letting go, huge endings. I heard spiritual devotion, but congratulations. Okay, anyways, but somebody could be like trying to like make you not see it. So just be aware of that. But let's go ahead and see. It says, the shy and gentle fallow deer is known for white spots on its broad, velvety antlers. It sheds and regrows each year. Similarly, oats are symbols of restorative nutrition. Even in poor soil, oats flourish, providing hearty sustenance. Rest and recharge, moderation, and mindfulness are key as you recover from trauma. Interesting. So they don't want you to push too Speedy Gonzalez ahead. Rest and recharge. We are in the waning moon phase. We're preparing for the new moon. So this is about kind of gathering our resources and only applying energy and focus to what's needed. Rest and recharge. Moderation and mindfulness are key. Okay, so allow yourself to integrate, to heal, recovering from trauma or a period of intense exertion. Yeah, so you could feel like almost, which makes sense, that full moon in Aries, yesterday was sextiling your energy, and that was very much a build-up energy. Even up until that full moon was a lot of building. Like, Speedy Gonzalez, people were rushing to complete projects, hearing like a revving engine, and now it's like the moon is slowing down, it's entering that letting go phase, kind of. I mean, it's still building the earlier zodiac signs, but it's still releasing. This is the stage where the moon is now releasing. It's like we've reached the pinnacle, the peak. So allow yourself to integrate these knowledge, these happenings, these revelations that have come to you since yesterday, maybe, or from the full moon. And integrate into your being, because Aries rules the self, right? And especially it rules men specifically as well. So you might notice you're thinking a lot about certain men in your life or relationships with certain men. It says they were coming for you is showing up. So yeah, maybe this is somebody who thought you were prey. But it says, how do I rest and recharge? What practices nourish my soul? Okay, I love that. There could also be a new opportunity in your health, or your health could be improving, or there's something about your work maybe even. But let's move on. Wow, it skipped right to it. Beautiful. Thank you. Amen. You have a lot of support around you, so be grateful. The sheep in the blackberry calls us to focus on our commitments, whether they're to a partner, a job, creative practice, or spiritual tradition. Sheep, or this could be like ancestral veneration. Sheep are innocent and vulnerable and must be watched over and guided. So yeah, again, ancestors, right? Blackberries are symbols of protection with their large brambling thorns. I'm seeing the Princess Diaries. I don't know. The abundant fruit also symbolizes prosperity. I feel like there is. That's funny because I was just thinking about in that movie they were showing me the scene where there's all these jewels, right? So there could be something about like a lot of abundance as well, or something, or like something unexpected, or a crowning happening, or just kind of like new enlightenment. I heard happenstance, so you might be just stumbling into things too. Aquarius rules divine like intervention, lightning strikes, right? Like eureka moments. So the abundant, or timing, right? Like it's related to Saturn. It surpasses Capricorn, which rules time, right? So this is about like time hopping or parallel universes or controlling time. They're abundant fruit, and that's why Back to the Future is a movie and has a lot of Aquarius themes too. Their abundant fruit also symbolizes prosperity. Combining the energies of the two gives us a direction, honor our promises, allowing them to fruit and flourish. Combining the two energies. So you could be combining or transmuting or alchemizing something. I was getting Sagittarius energies. You could have Sag placements, or there's something about that. Maybe Jupiter in Cancer. I don't know, or maybe it's just I don't know. Maybe there's just something about Sagittarius energy here. Your beliefs. Maybe Jupiter is making important transits right now, or something. I don't know. Allowing them to fruit and flourish. So honor our promises. Okay. Upright. In what people or practices do you find wisdom and stability? So yeah, really care for yourself, it seems, with this time. Remember to care well for these sources of guidance and protection. So really stabilizing ground. The moon is entering Taurus tonight. All about foods, all about grounding earth. It's like this, it rules the springtime, right? So it is kind of this going forward energy typically, but since it's in the waning moon phase, it might be just kind of like slowly like ambling along maybe. How can I better care for my relationships, spiritual practices, or work? Interesting. How can I better care for my relationships, spiritual practices, or work? So there could be a big focus on work. Also something about happiness, joy, clarity, seeing things clearly. Let's get some extra last messages. Aquarius, last messages from the highest teams of life. You could be moving on to something. I heard better. Or just moving on in general. Moving, keeping the energy moving. Aquarius. You could like hot peppers, or you could like comedy. Comedy could be, make sure you're like bringing some comedy into your life. If you watch some funny TikToks or whatever you got to do, get some comedy in there to shake up the energy. Yeah, mischief in the reverse on the top of the deck, in the reverse in the past position. So there is something you're avoiding, this two-faced energy, right, from the past. Don't let others stop you again, right? So coming in only wanting to take, ego boost. So you could be seeing this. Again, you are a secret agent for the divine. And it says, be gentle with yourself. Yeah. And was treating you cheaply. Wow. And this could have been a test as well, right? Like when we're in the wrong circumstances, why would you manifest a reality where people treat you like this? What is wrong with your energy, right? This could be somebody older or in their 40s, or maybe somebody in that age range did this. What you create is unlimited again, so you can recreate anything and reprogram your reality. Research / think carefully before accepting. So even if you are going towards new contracts, be still just as cognizant, because you don't want to repeat the same lessons, right? So they are envious sideways. So make sure you're not working with envious people, maybe, or something like that. So thanks for being here. Please hit like, subscribe. You can get a personal reading through the Buy Me a Coffee link or leave a tip through there. Best of luck. Take care.